Hey guys, out here with the 46. I'm actually going to put a bed on it. Took the flat bed off. I've purchased a old steel bed off of Facebook Marketplace. So the plan is to just mock it up, see what I'm dealing with. I am going to be putting a different rear end in this coming soon. This is the stock rear end. I'll show you a little bit of what I did there. But I have a minivan that's just a straight axle rear end to go in it because I'm front wheel drive, Prius powered, so I don't need any power to the rear. So I'll show you around and tell you what I'm going to do here, and then I'm going to get to work. So this is a 46 Chevy truck. It has a Toyota Prius hybrid power plant in it. The giant speaker there is to make engine noises when I'm at a cruise or a car show, just for kicks and giggles. So it is front wheel drive. Wanted the interior to look relatively stock, so it is just a stock dash. Right there's the TV display. And then when I turn the car on, the dash lights come on through that gauge cluster. The truck has been a flatbed. In fact, it was originally a flatbed from the factory because that is the running board for a flatbed. They would end at the back of the cab, where the running boards for a bed truck curved back to the fenders. So there's a gas tank from the Prius, actually mounted in about the exact same location that the Prius fuel tank would have been on the Prius itself. So about a month ago, I took the bed off and I leaned it up against something. I thought I had it leaned far enough over, but it tipped over when we had a storm come through, busted my side window more. It was already cracked, and then put that nice little dent in it. But what I'm going to do is I have this bedside sitting over here, and that, among the other three components, I'm going to mock up and put here and see how that goes. I forgot I wanted to show you, this is the rear end out of the truck originally. Well, it was the rear end that came in the truck, and so I just took out the third member and obviously the third member plate, the diff cover, and just left that giant hole. Well, up until this point, I've been running this rear end. It's a full floater rear end, so basically you've got bearings there that are usually bathed in oil. I greased them, and the plan is that I'm going to pull that rear end out. I ran the exhaust pipe right through that hole too, by the way, but I'm going to pull that rear end out and put a different rear end in it. Run less of a leaf pack too, because I don't need that much, because I'm not hauling much weight with this thing. So that's going to change. It'll be more of a modern rear end. It's going to actually come out of that Chrysler minivan back there. That's the plan, at least, but like everything, plans change. I might get to it and change my mind. All right, so I just, it's hard working by yourself, as you can see in that time lapse. You just have to make do. But basically, I had this piece of aluminum square tubing. This is just to mock it up. I got a clamp there and then a clamp there. I actually have to narrow the square tubing a little bit because I think it's got to spread out slightly, maybe not. But that's the gist of it. I think that the truck looks better with a bed. I'll have to get some fenders, obviously. There's, I believe, a place in Arcanum, Ohio that they sell fiberglass reproductions for a 46. I'm also fairly confident that this bed came off of a 47 or newer. So I believe that the body style changed over after 46. 47 was the, maybe it was 48, was the newer body style for Chevy trucks. They carried this body style through the war from 41 on. They just picked right back up after the war in 46 and kept that body style. So looking at it, not 100% sure if I like that. I might have to mess with it a little bit more. Obviously my rear wheels are way far back, but I could do something as far as bringing that axle forward a little bit when I do the axle swap. We'll see. Right now I'm just saying I don't think I like it. Might need to do something different. Got to get on the Google and look at some truck beds on this era truck and see what I think. Well, I took a break on that. Obviously something's not right. I think that it's because that was a fleet truck. It would have been sold as just a cab, running boards, and then the rest of it would have been for the farmer or whoever bought it to put whatever they wanted. Maybe it was a grain truck, or maybe they made a flatbed out of it. This one was a flatbed. So I think the frame is longer. That bed is for a shorter frame, obvious. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Caleb from Gears and Arms stopped by, we were talking about it. Possibly do a shorter frame, or move the wheelbase up, or even cut and just do a whole different frame on the back end of it to lighten everything up. Because again, I'm trying to get as light as I can with that old truck because it's being powered by a first gen Prius. I'm about 300 pounds overweight now, but if I could get that down to where it was the same weight as the Prius was, aerodynamics aren't going to be the same, but the weight obviously would make a difference. If I can get below it, great. Like with the Carmen Ghia, I think it was either 500 or 700 pounds lighter than the stock Prius was. So I'll do some research, see what I can come up with, and I'll keep you posted on what I decide. Until next time. Oh, hey, if you want to subscribe, just hit this button right here. And if you want to watch the build on this old truck, you can hit that box right there. All right, till next time.